What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody out there in the YouTube world? Chris Lee back with another video. Thank you guys for watching my United Destiny Entertainment tutorial videos. I am trying to bring you guys more content, so check this out. If you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell to get more videos like this in the future. On this channel, I'll bring you guys a lot of tutorials on mixing, mastering, photography, graphic design, building computers, you name it. I just love to help you guys grow your business, get more confident, and do what you do. So guys, thank you for watching this channel, okay? Now what I want to do is go to my my YouTube and make sure that you guys are going to be able to view me because that helps me out in the process. So I'm going to go ahead and go check my Safari, and let's see, that looks way better, sounds way better than last time. Whatever you were doing, keep up the good work. Thank you. I truly appreciate you for always tuning in and giving me the advice that I need to go ahead and make these videos look great. So thank you for that. I haven't set up any of my, my fancy stuff, but that's okay because my goal is to try to keep it really simple for you guys in the process. And then when I get all that fancy looking stuff for the videos, then I'll start doing more of that. Okay, so I just want to put up my live feed right now just in case you guys have any comments for me. All right, so check this out. First off, I need to make sure that you guys are going to be able to hear exactly what I'm doing in Logic. And I'm going to go ahead and resize my screen. That should be good enough for you guys. Hopefully you guys can see that. I think I still look clear or something. All right. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is kind of showing you guys how to sound like Travis Scott or Migos type thing. Okay. This is something that I did really quick, but I think it's going to give you guys a good starter to try to go ahead and do some stuff inside of Logic. Now, a lot of you guys may be really advanced and you probably have a lot of experience with this, but that's okay. This is just for your entertainment purposes. So I just really want to keep my subscribers tuned in to what I'm doing and hopefully gain more in the process. All right, so check this out. What I did was I went ahead and I made a beat. And this is what the beat sounds like. I did like a really simple concept. And you know what? Dang, my only biggest thing is I'm trying to figure out if I want to play it to where you can hear the highest quality with the sample rate or the buffer size, or just kind of keep it as is, because maybe I might want to do some recording in the process. I don't know. We'll just keep it like this for right now. So what I did was I created a melody, and when I created the melody, let me check this one out here. Okay, I went ahead and muted it. So what I did was I created a melody and then I reversed it. And then in the process, I just wanted to make like a really simple beat to go with it. Check it out. And a lot of this stuff, the majority of it, especially plugin wise, I'm just using, Logic's factory stuff, just because a lot of their factory stuff is totally fine to get the job done. Okay, so what I did in the process was I wanted to go ahead and just write a simple verse, just something quick for this tutorial. And I went up here and I used the notepad tool, which is pretty cool because it's dope to be able to write a song in here. But just put your lyrics and ideas down. But then my thing is I just kind of wanted to show you guys how I was able to create this vocal template, which, by the way, will be for sale. So if you guys are interested in purchasing the vocal template, just please email me and we can go from there. All right, so check it out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. streets, they be surprised I'm not flashy. The haters come and see me, but they wanna walk past me. It be that fake love, fake dap, fake hugs. Be that fake hype, real shade, mean mugs. Yeah, the hate be real. Niggas be hating the fact that I'm hot without a record deal. I know how it feels. Yeah, I'm something ill. So sick of disease, I think I need a pill. Whoa. Okay, so this is pretty dope. Having a lot of fun with this. Something that I utilize in the process that I don't normally use is this. I think it's called the Drum Machine Designer. Yesterday was my first time ever using it. I've never used it before, so I had to figure it out on the fly, and thank God that I did, because it kind of made my workflow a lot easier to go through in this process. So another thing I do want to mention is if you guys see my camera go off, I quite haven't figured out how to like stop it from going off every 30 minutes. So if my screen goes black, just leave me some comments and let me know. But as far as the vocal, check this out. When they see me in the streets, they be surprised I'm not flashy. The haters come and see me, but they wanna walk past me. It be that fake love, fake dap, fake hugs. Be that fake hype, real shade, mean mugs. Yeah, the hate be real. Niggas be hating the fact that I'm hot without a record deal. I know how it feels. Yeah, I'm something ill. So sick of disease, I think I need a pill. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so you hear exactly what I'm doing with the vocals. Now, the template that I'm going to be having for you guys is just pretty much how to get the sound. So like I said, if you guys are interested in this template, I'm going to have everything for you guys ready to go. As you can see, it has the pitch correction, the compressors, the EQs, the chorus effects, all that different stuff on there. And then I'm going to be adding a little bit more to bring it out for you guys later. Now, in the process, so what I did was I went ahead and took that take. And then when I took that take, the ad lib one, I wanted this to be a little bit different. Yeah, straight up. Yeah. Flashy. Pass me. Fake hugs. Be that fake hype, real shade, mean mugs. Yeah, the hate be real. Niggas be hating the fact that I'm hot without a record deal. I know how it feels. Yeah, I'm something ill. So sick. So if you notice what a lot of the stuff that the Migos and I guess you can say Travis Scott, what they do in a lot of their verses is they do these ad libs in the background, and their ad libs have like a lot of reverb with it. And, you know, they make it really wet sounding, and they kind of just push it off to the back. Okay. But they also do like these other ad libs that they have, which are kind of more like the hype man ad libs. And they kind of just make those sound a little bit different and kind of sit them somewhere in a mix. So what I did in the process was I took this particular one here. When they see me in the streets, they be surprised I'm not flashy. The haters coming. So what I did was I took that particular lead vocal, and if I go to the EQ, you can tell that I have a lot of roll off, low mid frequencies, you know, and the high mid frequencies. So I got just more of the vocals sitting more in the mid range to where it's present. Everything else is rolled off, low pass, high pass filter to kind of take the clarity out. And the reason being is because I didn't want it to sound the exact same as the lead vocal or the lead take, because it would create clashing, if you will. So something that you can do beneficial, that will be beneficial in the process, is to roll off a lot of that stuff, those higher frequencies and the lower frequencies, to make the vocal sound different, giving it a better opportunity to sit in its own frequency space, to create some separation. So I did that. And what I did was I wanted it to be panned off to one side, because I don't want it to be in the middle with the lead vocals and the other instrumentation, because it'll obviously create a lot of distortion. And ways to combat creating distortion in a lot of your tracks is, number one, to make sure your levels are properly set, and then also doing gain staging and proper compression, but also just being able to use being able to use the right amount of reverb, if that makes sense, as well as panning to go ahead and create the separation so vocals aren't stacked on each other. Okay, that'll kind of help out in the process. So that's what I did with that particular vocal. So check that out again. When they see me in the streets, they be surprised I'm not flashy. The haters come and see me, but they wanna walk past me. It be that fake love, fake dap, fake hugs. Be that fake hype, real shade, mean mugs. So when I didn't have it like that, what it did in the process was it went ahead and created some annoying distortion that I didn't want to keep in the track, because it was really kind of throwing it off. So that was an issue that I was having, and it's not so much an issue, it's just something that you kind of learn along the way. Okay, hey, I appreciate the comment, thank you. So now in the process, what I wanted to do after that was go ahead and take, if you notice what this reverb is, so this is my track here. So if I go to the mix window, and hopefully that's big enough for you guys to see, I'm hoping so. I have my reverb set up here, but on this particular track, I have the reverb going about -25. That's how much reverb I'm feeding it. And then the particular lead, same thing. But then the ad-lib one that I had up top, the one that I wanted to be more wet, you want to add more reverb to that. So what I did in the process with that one there is, if I take these off, I just added a lot more reverb to it so that I'm able to separate it from the main lead vocal. That helps out a lot because, again, they're not going to clash like that. And then it gives it that really wet sound, distant in the background, almost like somebody's in a tunnel. So it's all about, space and time and things like that. So I think it's really cool when you have the lead vocal kind of in your face, which I did with the compression, and then having those background vocals kind of like distant, but everything feeling like an atmosphere is pretty dope. Okay, so let's listen to it again, because I'm going to adjust those levels. Now, what I showed earlier, which I probably didn't do on camera, of course, something that'll help out a lot is using something called a strip silence. Now, I don't know if it's called that in Logic Pro X, but in Pro Tools it is, and I definitely love it and use it all the time. If you just hit Control X, the strip silence is great, because the strip silence is going to allow you to remove all this extra noise that's in between the vocals or unwanted takes and stuff like that. And if you don't want that in there, you can definitely adjust that. So this threshold is going to allow me to adjust it. As you can see, it can do smaller increments, or it can do something a lot bigger or wider, if you will. But I don't want to do that, because I don't want to cut out pieces of my vocals. If I do that, then I'll have a lot of missing gaps in my vocal. Okay, so I just want to make this a lot bigger. So we're going to click here, and we're going to expand this, and just make sure that wherever we're at, we're not cutting off, our vocal. So a lot of this stuff are takes that we can keep. So this technically right here, it's fine. Okay. But then your pre-time will stop at the beginning. So if you don't want to cut too much of the beginning off, you can just expand it, or just cut it back some. And we can still get this a little bit tighter. If I just wanted this to be just a little bit tighter, I can do something like that. And then I can adjust. Let me see where we're at. Something like that is fine too. That can definitely work, but let's see what it cuts off. So we're going to remember that being at 23. We're just going to cut this one back. Now let's see what happens when I hit OK. Okay, so as you can see, it cuts certain things off, all that extra stuff that I didn't need. Now I want to make sure that it's not going to cut my entire vocal out. So let's listen to it. Yeah, 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 yeah. they be surprised I'm not flashy. The haters come and see me, but they wanna walk past me. It be that fake love, fake dap, fake hugs. Be that fake hype, real shade, mean mugs. Yeah, the hate be real. Niggas be hating the fact that I'm hot without a record deal. I know how it feels. Yeah, I'm something ill. So sick of disease, I think I need a pill. Whoa. And as you can see, that sounds pretty dope. As far as answering the questions, shout out to my wife for the love on this live video. And then as far as, can you make a video on XX Tenacion? Yeah, I can definitely do that. I just need to, check him out more, listen to more of his music. That's what I'm trying to do. If you guys can really help me get more subscribers by sharing these videos and at least, dropping these videos in any type of music groups or your YouTube or your Instagram channels or any of that, or just giving shout outs. The more you guys bring traffic to my channel, I will make you guys more tutorials, because that's what I'm here for, to make you guys tutorials and really try to help you guys grow. I know that this music stuff can be a little challenging for a lot of people out there. The mixing, the mastering, the recording, the effects, just learning the plugins, all that type of stuff. And that's what I'm here to help with. So if you guys can help me get to 100,000 subscribers, I would truly appreciate it. I really don't care about my channel being underrated, but I just feel like a lot of the content that I give out for free, it's really to help a lot of people grow. And sometimes I do think I am a little underrated, because I'm giving you guys stuff that you probably have to go to school and pay a lot of money for. And they're probably not going to teach you this in school anyways, but you probably waste a lot of money trying to figure it out. And I just want to help mentor a lot of you fans and subscribers out there, so you can learn and start doing this stuff on your own, because it's a lot of fun when you do. So I'll make as many tutorials for you as I can. And all I ask is that you just show me some love, some support, give credit where it's due, and have fun with this stuff. Definitely have fun. Let me see. All right, so check this out. Yeah, I truly appreciate it. It just sucks sometimes, but like I said, I'm definitely here to help you out. Whether it's one supporter or 3 supporters, I don't care. If 10,000 supporters, I don't care. As long as somebody's watching me and supporting me and giving me the love and support that I need, I'm going to make these tutorials for you guys, because I know that you guys care and you're tuned in and you're watching, and that's what I care about. So thank you for that. It's not reaching enough people from shooting. Yeah. Just give me all the tips. Give me all the tips. Same way you guys get tips from me, give me the tips, because I really want to learn about all these other groups. I don't know about a whole bunch of groups that I could be posting in and try to give people tips to try to get more traction for myself. So leave me the comments and let me know, and I'll take you guys' advice and try to make it happen. Also, Instagram. I have my United Destiny Entertainment Instagram. I want you guys to follow that, but I kind of want you guys, I don't know if I'm making a mistake by this, but I want you guys to kind of follow my personal Instagram too, which is Chrisley, aka Tooney. That's CHRISLEE, and then aka TOONEY. Chrisley, aka Tooney. I think that's right, and I'll put it in the comment section. Only because simply I do stuff on my business page, but I tend to interact with people, more fans and subscribers, on my personal page, just because I know we should separate it, but that's just where I do a lot of my work. Sometimes I'm just posting what I'm doing, and I want you guys to see what I'm doing with the music or my life and things like that. So make sure you tune into that page. Go hit the subscribe button. Would love to get followers on that page, and I'm trying to get more on Instagram, okay? All right, so check it out. What's going on? What's going on here? I'm going to put it in the comment section too, just so you know. Chris Lee. Okay. Also, guys, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So I haven't figured it out yet. Like, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, though. I don't know whether it's going to be, a microphone, whether it's going to be a GoPro, just something to really show appreciation to people who go and subscribe to my channel. I may be doing a giveaway with a Stream Deck, Elgato Stream Deck, whatever the case may be. Just something to really show appreciation to you guys. So anybody subscribe to this channel. If you're new here, go to my Instagram, like that page, and then maybe I'll just do like a random pick or top 3 or whatever the case may be, and just try to do something fun. I can do giveaways with beats, mixing and mastering, free mixing sessions or tutorials, whatever the case may be. I can definitely do that. Okay. All right, so here we go. Another thing that's going to be very important in this particular case is, as I mentioned, your reverb needs to sound different. So if you want to try to create the space, you have to create the reverb that's different between the vocals that you have. But not only the vocals, the instrumentation as well. So one rule that I always give, it's not really a rule, but a definite tip, is that if you are going to be trying to create separation with the vocals or the beat, pick and choose which one has the most reverb and least reverb. So if your beat has a lot of reverb, then you might want to make your vocals a little bit drier so that they stand out. And if your vocals have a lot of reverb, then you might want to make it to where your instrumental has least or less reverb so your vocals stand out. Just try to create, always remember separation. You can create separation with every tool because it's all frequency, okay? All right, here we go. When they see me in the streets, they be surprised I'm not flashy. The haters come and see me, but they wanna walk past me. It be that fake love, fake dap, fake hugs. Be that fake hype, real shade, mean mugs. Yeah, the hate be real. Niggas be hating the fact that I'm hot without a record deal. I know how it feels. Yeah, I'm something ill. So sick of disease, I think I need a pill. Whoa. Key thing as well is, even though I'm not mixing this at the higher quality, so when it comes to the latency, I always record at a low latency, 64, 128 if you can get away with that. There's a quick tip that I'm going to be showing you guys in future videos, that if your interface or something has latency and you get annoyed by it, you can't really figure it out, I can actually show you guys how to route a signal from a plugin inside of Logic to your audio interface, and it's basically going to send a sound from Logic to your interface and tell you how long it took for that sound to get to the interface, and it'll tell you what your delay latency is, and then you can actually type that in the actual settings up here. I'll show you that real quick. You can actually type it in, and when you type it in here, you can just pretty much type that in and it'll take away the latency, which is a really cool tip that you don't really learn from a lot of people in general. Okay, so that's something that'll help you guys out. But record at a low latency, which is going to help you get better takes. And if you have to, just mute yourself. I know some of you want to hear yourself, but Pro Tools, I don't really have any latency issues. Logic, sometimes I run into those issues, and when you start slapping a lot of plugins on your inserts, that's definitely going to happen. Okay, so always record at low latency, but mix every time at the highest buffer size possible, whatever it allows. 2056 or 2048, 1024, whatever the case may be. Just go higher buffer size. That way you get the most out of your mix. Export at the higher buffer size as well, so you don't have any clipping. You may not be able to hear it, but there's little clips and pops simply because the buffer size is so low. I'm doing streamy, and I'm also having all these plugins on there and stuff. When they see me in the streets, they be surprised I'm not flashy. The haters come and see me, but they wanna walk past me. It be that fake love, fake dap, fake hugs. be that fake hype, but real shade, mean mugs. Yeah, the hate be real. Niggas be hating the fact that I'm hot without a record deal. I know how it feels. Yeah, I'm something ill. So sick of disease, I think I need a pill. Whoa. Also, if you are an artist, producer, whatever, I need you to leave me some comments right now because I want to connect with you, because I want to do something in the future to where I'm start doing these live videos, but I want to start. I don't want to use the word judging because that kind of feels like, I'm the know-it-all. I'm not a know-it-all. Like, I want to be able to critique a lot of you guys' music, your beats, your mixes, everything, and kind of just help you guys out. Now I do have, credentials and resumes and things like that. I've worked with a lot of artists. I've mixed and mastered music over probably 15 years now. I've won USA Songwriters competition. So I know some things, I work film industry, audio industry, just do different things, sound design. I know a lot of different areas of things. I help a lot of artists, rappers and singers get better. It don't matter who they are. I help people with vocal arrangement, how to be better rappers, better singers, how to do harmonies, a lot of different things. So I definitely know some things. So I would really like to help you guys by critiquing your music and where you're at as an artist. And I can guarantee you that if you work with me, that you will grow as an artist in general. And yes, I charge for certain services if you ever want to do individual things, one-on-one things or whatever. But as far as YouTube, I just want to be able to critique you guys' music and, just really give you guys some honest feedback. I'm all about building up and constructive criticism. I'm not about tearing you down. So you'll never hear me say, man, this person, I just critiqued his music and he sucks. He's trash. He's this, he's that. Nope. That's not me. That's not how I operate. You can't help anybody grow with that type of negativity. My thing, something that I may say if your vocals aren't on point, I say, well, you can sing it better if you just do this a little bit more, emphasize this note a little bit more, hold this note out a little bit, or bring it back or cut back on a little bit of the vibrato and you'll be golden. Things like that. Or, your mix sounds great. Or you'll never really hear me say your mix sounds bad. You'll hear me say your mix sounds good, but this is what you can do better. Cut back on a reverb, add a little more reverb, go back and cut some of the instrumentation down, things like that. That's how I'm going to help you grow. But just kind of pointing out all the negatives, that's not going to help you grow. That's not telling you anything. So you guys can definitely count on me for that. If you guys are interested in that, leave me those comments. Let me know who you are. Let me know your music. Send me your links. If you have a page, I would love to subscribe to you. I would love to follow you back and just try to support you just like you support me. Okay. Let me see what I got. Hey, thank you, Brooklyn. I truly appreciate it. Thank you. I'm not sure if I'm saying your name, Sahil. Oh, thank you. My video. You guys should be able to see me again. Thank you for everybody who told me that. My wife, everybody, for giving me the love and support. So thank you for that. You should be able to see me now. Let me know if you can see me. Yes, thank you. I truly appreciate it. Okay. Okay, it says, somebody said, let me see, so useful to independent artists. Yes, absolutely. I'm going to support all you independent artists, so don't give up. Stay motivated because you don't have to be mainstream to make it happen. Like, you just got to make good music and let people hear it. Let the world decide how great you are. Don't get down on yourself ever. Let's see. Okay, so I thought I seen a comment. Can you put auto-tune on your voice record or pitch correction? I think it will be better. Actually, I do have that on there right now. Check it out. And my whole purpose was to kind of just sound a particular way, because I think everybody thinks that auto-tune is like some savior plugin. Like, I'm an actual singer. So when I'm actually singing, if you go check out my music, like I have to put in the work to try to make my vocals sound good. Yeah, when I put auto tune or tune in on there, trust me, auto tune ain't doing all the work for me. I'm legitimately happen to do things with my artistry and my skills to get my vocals to sound a particular way. This particular thing that I'm doing in this video right here is just to when you hear Future and when you hear Migos and all them, they're not just getting behind a microphone and just kind of like da 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 da. I mean, some of them do a lot of the mumble rap, and we get that, right? But they're the way auto tune works is you have to be able to maintain some type of pitch, and then there's also things that you can do within the settings to make the auto tune sound a particular way. That's what gives the artistry. That's what gives the producer his type of artistry when it comes to him mixing a song. Auto tune is not. That's why I hate when people shade auto tune, because people be like, why is such and such wouldn't be able to sound good if they don't use auto tune. I mean, well, a painting wouldn't be able to look good if you don't use acrylic or oil paint. Like, who cares? Like, that's what it's a tool. It's something that you utilize to make your artwork look a particular way. In this particular song right here, what I'm doing is on this particular vocal, here's a pitch correction. I cut this one back on, and then this one is on, and this one is on. So we just listen to it. Check it out. So this is a cool thing about it, because as you can see, the auto tune is working. I have it in a natural minor scale. Okay. If I turn this down, so what am I, like 845? If I turn this down more, it'd be even auto tuned even more. And you don't want it to. I mean, how you do it is up to you. Like, if you want it to be really T-Painish and auto tune-ish, do you? Like, I don't care. Do you? If that's the way that you express your music, okay? But like right now, as you can see, I have it's more like the retune / response speed. It's really fast. That's what makes it sound like really auto-tune-ish.
When they see me in the streets, they be surprised I'm not flashy. The haters come and see me, but they wanna walk past me. It be that fake love, fake dap, fake hugs. Be that fake hype, real shade, mean mugs. Yeah, the hate be real. Niggas be hating the fact that I'm hot without a record deal. I know how it feels. Yeah, I'm something ill. So sick of disease, I think
So I have, as you can hear, I have that auto tune on there. But if I wanted to cut it back, you just go back, pull back on that response, and now it won't be as auto tuned.
When they see me in the streets, they be surprised I'm not flashy. The haters come and see me, but they wanna walk past me. It be that fake.
Now check this out. Now I'm purposely singing in a low vocal, but here's without the auto tune.
When they see me in the streets, they be surprised I'm not flashy. The haters come and see me, but they wanna walk past me. It be that fake love, fake dap.
That vocal that you hear, that's without auto tune. Check it out.
When they see me in the streets, they be surprised I'm not flashy. The haters come.
Check it out.
Come and see me, but they wanna walk past me. It be that fake love, fake dap, fake hugs. Be that fake hype, real shade, mean mugs.
So I'm purposely doing my vocals. Be the fake love, fake love, fake love. I'm not trying to sing it because I want to sound like a rapper trying to be a singer. That's what make people like. I don't know if I should use Future as an example, or is it the Baby? No, not the Baby, or is it Little Baby, or whatever those artists are. A lot of those guys aren't singers, right? But it doesn't matter that they're not singers. It's just that auto-tuned with the way that they do, like that low pitch. And even Travis Scott, he's not a singer, but the way that he does his vocals when he's actually doing a song, it sounds like he's a singing rapper, and that's a unique sound. I think Quavo is not a singer, but we all can be honest, and I think I'm right when I say Quavo sounds pretty damn dope when he starts to do his hooks and his songs because he just sounds unique with auto-tune on his vocals. I could take any one of you artists right now and have you send me a vocal, and you don't have to sound good. Just try to hold a little tune or melody and send it to me, and then I can actually auto-tune it to make it sound like a unique sound, build a beat around it, and people be like, yo, like, who is this artist? You know, it's an art, you know. You really got to just take pride in that. So that's what it's about here. Now, there is a such thing called balance when it comes to the amount of auto-tune that you utilize. And this particular track, I wanted it to be somewhere around, I think I had like 8.4 or something like that. So that's definitely going to be key, and it's just something that you want to utilize. Same thing up here. I took it off that one, and then now I can put it back on there.
They see me in the streets, they be surprised I'm not flashy. The haters come and see me, but they wanna walk past me. It be that fake love, fake dap, fake hugs. Be that fake hype, real shade me.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, you know, okay, somebody said, let me see, I want my vocals be clear when I play with the beat and some of my words. Without the beat, I can hear what I'm saying. All right, so when it comes to that, right off the bat, there's a lot of things going on in beats in general. The thing is that frequencies clash. So if you have like a really deep voice, like when I wake up in the morning, my voice is like, yo, like really, really deep, you know, thunder type. And when I make beats with a lot of 808s and low end in it, what I have to do is, in order to get my vocal to pierce through that beat, I need to apply EQ to either that 808 or my vocals. Now, I'm going to choose my vocals simply because I want my vocals to be thinner. So when you have low end frequencies in your vocals and you have low end frequencies in the 808, what they do is they clash and then they mask themselves out. So what I mean by masking themselves out is they lose their presence and they sound flatter because they blend and mesh together, and they don't, you know, they lack that presence. And that's why your vocals get lost in your beats. So what you need to do in that particular situation is you would take like you know, you can use low pass filters, high pass filters, all these different things that either take out some of the top end of your vocal and cut out a lot of the low end. So just to give you an example, for this particular song, if I click on this EQ here, if you notice, I have a lot of the low frequencies and the low mid frequencies. I have that rolled off around 200. Now, technically, by itself, that would be pretty thin for my vocals. I wouldn't want my vocals to sound that thin. But since there's a bass line in this track and an 808 at the same time, that's a lot of clashing to be meshing with my vocals, and obviously my vocals wasn't lacking the presence that it needed. So check this out. I'll give you an example real quick. I'll go ahead and just cut this stuff off. Sorry for coughing, guys. I've been sick for the past couple weeks. That's why you guys haven't been seeing videos, but thank God I'm at least starting to get my voice back. I was just hoarse for like man, I was just hoarse for like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I didn't even sound like myself. I sounded like a 90-year-old man with like throat cancer. Not wishing that on anybody, but that's what I sounded like. Okay, so check it out. Listen to the vocal without all the EQ, the compression, and all that type of stuff.
When they see me in the streets, they be surprised I'm not flashy. The haters come and see me, but they wanna walk past me. It be that fake love, fake dap, fake hugs.
There's nothing really wrong with the vocal, but the vocal is not popping through the instrumental. It's not popping through the beat. But once I start to turn all this stuff on, check it out. Just listen to it again.
When they see me in the streets, they be surprised I'm not flashy. The haters come and see me, but they wanna walk past me. It be that fake love, fake dap, fake hugs. Be that fake hype, real shade, mean mugs.
And this is me like exaggerating effects and things on here, okay?
Me in the streets, they be surprised I'm not flashy. The haters.
Now check this out. Something that I want you guys to kind of recognize in the situation is that going back to what I was saying is that if you don't cut if you don't cut out a lot of those frequencies out in general, then a lot of your vocals, they won't pierce through the mix. So the whole purpose, like here, as you can see what's going on with the EQ, that's not what we want, right? Check this out. That high frequency that you're hearing in that particular vocal, that's not what you want. Okay, so, and I'm doing that to go ahead and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So, with this particular vocal, if I go here,
Haters come and see me, but they wanna walk past me. It be that fake love, fake dap, fake hugs, be that fake hype.
So a lot of the stuff that you hear with your vocals, I call it a frequency sweep. So when you do a frequency sweep on your vocals and you feel like, yo, my vocals are sounding a particular way, or my vocals are sounding really muddy, or whatever the case may be, you can just move a lot of these frequencies around to cut. A lot of the low end frequencies is going to sit down here. And I would say at least up to like 300, maybe 400 hertz. That's where a lot of that low frequency and low mid frequencies is going to sit. So if you want to take that stuff out, then all you have to do is remove it. If your vocals sound muddy, then you want to cut it right there, if that makes sense. If you feel like your vocal is lacking clarity, then you have the mid frequencies, the high mid frequencies, and the high frequencies up here in this range. This is going to be your top end, a lot of your clarity at the top of your vocal. So if you feel like your vocal is very muddy and your vocal don't sound good and it needs some clarity and you want it to be a little more present and have a little more top end, then you need to boost the high frequencies and the high mid frequencies. That means you boost up here and take a lot of the low frequencies down out of here. That'll help your vocals sit better in your mix. Now, not only that, it comes into a point to where you have to balance your instruments. So a quick tip, a lot of you just go ahead and rap over these beats or sing over these songs or beats or whatever, and you don't really adjust your instrumentation. If you have your beat and you have the individual wave files, which I recommend every time, then guys, you got to go in and start cutting all that stuff down a lot. Like, cut it down a lot. Don't think that you won't be able to get the loudness that you need to achieve out of it, because you will. But cut those instrumentations down and blend those together and cut them down a lot, and then put your lead vocal in. Don't try to overcompensate by turning your lead vocal, past 1 dB, 2 dB, whatever. You want it to sit more into the negatives. Now, I don't like rules. I don't want to tell you that. Not so much from a basis of rules, but if your beat is too loud and you feel like your vocals aren't standing out enough, then all you need to do is cut the beat down more. Cut the beat down. Go down on a beat and leave your vocals where they are and adjust them like that. That way you have some headroom. If you don't, you won't have any headroom, and then you will start introducing a lot of more distortion and things like that, and you don't want to do that in the process. Okay? So hopefully that was just a really quick tip. Hopefully that'll kind of let you know exactly what I'm talking about. I know it's a lot more complicated than what it sounds, but it's really not. It's just understanding how EQs can work properly. The next portion of that would be utilizing your compression and gain staging properly. If you compress your vocals properly, then a lot of you know what a compressor does in general. It'll take like the lowest point of your vocals and take the highest point of your vocals and then create like a threshold. And anytime a vocal is too loud or peaks or goes over that threshold, it'll compress it down. And if a vocal's too low, it'll compress it up and kind of make everything more balanced and equal across the board. A lot of you probably just don't have compressors, set properly or the way that they should be set. But if you do that, that'll really help the different dynamic changes and peaks in how you record your vocals. And when you get louder, one thing I always say is always be your own compressor. So when I'm singing a song and I'm singing something really soft, then I get a good distance between the microphone, right? If I sing softer, then I kind of lean in a little bit. If I know I'm going to sing louder, then I back up off the mic a little bit, the capsule, so I can still try to maintain that range, but I'm still acting as my own compressor. But if I sing really loud and I'm so close to the mic, then it's gonna obviously introduce distortion, and that's not what I want. So you have to act as your own compressor and know when to get closer, when to move back, when to, belch out or sing out louder, and kind of move off axis just a little bit. That'll really help you when it comes to the mixing phase. Then you won't have to do so much with your plugins. But if I'm singing and I'm doing whatever the entire time and I'm just yelling and screaming the entire time and I'm not changing my distance from the microphone, it's actually called, I believe it's like proximity effect. The closer that you get to the microphone, you're going to hear a lot more of that deeper muddiness introduced into the vocals. But if I say that same thing, the closer that you get to the microphone, it sounds different. I'm not saying anything differently. I'm just moving back away from the microphone. So if you move back away from the microphone, your vocals get a little bit thinner and you can get more clarity. But if you're too close, you're going to introduce a lot more muddiness and low end into your vocals. Okay. Yeah, Coy Leray. Yeah, her. At first, I was like, "Yo, she sounds like At first, I was like, "Yo, she sounds like a little mosquito." But yes, her vocals are dope. I think what she does with her vocals is very unique, and it's something different, and that should be the end goal. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. Yeah, Kanye is no. Seems like, yeah, I'll definitely do a video on balance and vocals. I have that stuff in like Pro Tools and Cakewalk and all these other programs, but a lot of you probably not use that, so I will focus on doing it in Logic. Okay, so just to go back and show you something really quick. So this particular vocal, that we got that low end here, and as you can see, I just basically moved this down because this was giving me that low end roll off that was technically, it was kind of strong, so it's not really what I wanted to go for. But let's listen to it again.
Yeah, 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 yeah. When they see me in the streets, they be surprised I'm not flashy. The haters come and see me, but they wanna walk past me. It be that fake love, fake dap, fake hugs. Be that fake hype, real shade, mean mugs. Yeah, the hate be real. Niggas be hating the fact that I'm hot without a record deal. I know how it feels. Yeah, I'm something ill. So sick of disease, I think I need a pill. Whoa.
Hey, Brooklyn. Dope name, by the way. I like that, Brooklyn Culture. I think that's a dope name. What is it that you do? Are you an artist? Are you a producer? You mix and master music? Like, I would love to know what you do, and I definitely want to check out your channel and any of your material. I think it's pretty dope to see a variety of people just creating music and really having a love for music, because music is a beautiful thing. It's a dope expression that people should utilize as much as possible when it comes to music. So my biggest thing is I tell people all the time, if you want to know who I am or what I'm about, listen to my music. My music, my personal life, everything. It'll kind of tell you a lot about me. If you see how passionate I am with my music, then you'll definitely find when you listen to it that I'm a passionate person. Like, that's kind of what I like to display in a lot of my music, especially my R&B stuff. Like, I want people to get to know me through my music without really saying anything. Okay, so I think it's pretty dope to kind of figure out what a lot of people on my YouTube is about, because music tells you a lot about everybody. So it's pretty dope. Let me see. So I think let me see. I always try to show little quick tips in the videos. So with that being said, one thing I always try to give at least a tip before I head out is I like to highlight all my vocals, and then I like to go up here, click here, and I like to change this to the fade tool. And if I stretch this out some, fades are really important because you don't want to have a lot of the clipping and pops in the beginning of your vocals. You can go in and clean all this stuff up. Always clean your vocals up. So if I hold down the command button and I drag this back, it's creating a fade. And if you can tell, it's creating a fade on all these vocals, which is it's so much easier than doing it one vocal at a time. Same thing here. Boom. Want to create that fade on all those vocals, so I know that I have that and I don't have those issues. When you have extra like this, just cut it back. You know, when you have like breaths in your vocals, you want something to sound natural. Some stuff is just extra. This particular song is extra. I don't really need all that. So you just want to cut it back some so you don't have all that extra stuff. Because when you start putting a lot of compressors and EQs on your vocals, honestly, you just run into those issues often. So you don't want to be adding any type of clipping and distortion in your vocals if you don't have to have it in there. Just like that. Something simple like that. Let me see. Only other thing that I want to touch up on just in case. She said, I write, sing, and rap and perform. Learning how to engineer at the moment. I have some material and I'm working at the moment, which I would love to email. Yeah, definitely. Let me put my email in the comment section. I would love to connect with you and really just see what you're about. And for anybody here, if you need mixing, mastering, anything, I offer services for that. So just, contact me and we can go over rates and I can get it done and make you sound like a superstar. I'm trying to get you radio ready, putting that sauce on your music, because that's my little thing that I love to tell people. I'll put that sauce on your music and make you sound A1. Because that's my goal. My job is to make you sound as good as possible, because I know that if you sound good, then you'll make me look good. Okay. Before I head out, the only thing that I wanted to show you guys in general is just that I have, as you can see, don't be afraid to use your plugins. I have EQs, compressors, coarse effects, more compressors, more EQs, more de-essers. Use the tools that you have, guys. Like, use your ears. You don't have to be afraid to utilize anything. If it sounds good, then it's good. Don't freak out. Don't panic. If it sounds good, it's good, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. So I'm going to do this one more time. Let's see. I mean, technically, I don't even have to do it for this video. But yeah, trust yourself. Trust the process. There is really no effect that you can't really utilize. I'm that type. I utilize whatever effect I want to utilize. And if it sounds good, it's good. I don't care about the rules. I don't care about all the greats who done it, who says you can't do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I do whatever the hell I want to do when it comes to achieving a great sound for mixing. And that's all that matters. So do you be your own person, learn some things along the way. Whatever you benefit from watching my videos, then apply it. If it's going to help you, and if not, dispose of it. That's just the way it works. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I will be showing you guys more in the future. Just leave me comments. Let me know what you want to see. Hit that like button, because I would love to show you guys more content. And hopefully I want to try to do some things in the future to where I can bring somebody on camera on my live feed and kind of, y'all have y'all set up, I have my setup, and we just kind of do it, as a dope thing, and we're just interacting and talking about music. That'd be super dope. So yeah, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, if you are new here, and please share this video with somebody else, because I am on the road to try to get to 100,000 subscribers. And if I do that, I'll be so damn happy. I would love to get that plaque, put it in here on a wall or something like that in the background. It'd be pretty dope. But yeah, thank you guys. I love you guys for supporting my channel. And as always, stay tuned for the next video.